I welcome you all. A very good morning, respected dignitaries, esteemed guests, faculty members, students, and all the participants present over here. I, Tanushree Dalai, the co-convener of this event, warmly welcome you to the International Conference on Emerging and Sustainable Technologies in Civil and Environmental Engineering, ICESTCE2-2024, organized by Department of Civil Engineering, Gandhi Institute of Excellent Technocrats, Ghangapatna, Bhubaneswar. This prestigious event, scheduled for 5th and 6th October 2024, brings together experts, researchers, and thought leaders from across the globe to discuss groundbreaking advancement and sustainable solutions in civil and environmental engineering. We are truly excited to embark on this journey of learning and innovation with all of you. To begin with, I request everyone to rise for the invocation ceremony, seeking the blessings of the Almighty. For that, I request to all the dignitaries to join us for the lighting of the ceremonial lamp as a symbol of knowledge, wisdom, and enlightenment. With the lighting of lamp, we officially commence the program. Sir, please. Thank you all. Now it's time to officially welcome and invite our distinguished dignitaries to the stage as we prepare to hear their valuable insights and words of wisdom. It's an honor to have such an esteemed group of individuals with us today, whose contributions to their fields are truly commendable. Let's take a moment to formally welcome each of them. Before speaking, it is our privilege to invite Mr. Asad Kumar Bhatta, Executive Vice President, World Federation of Engineering Organization, to the stage. Mr. Bhatta is renowned figure in the field of engineering with a long and distinguished career dedicated to promoting sustainable engineering solutions globally. His invaluable contributions to the engineering community, both in India and internationally, are widely recognized. Now it's my pleasure to welcome our next distinguished guest. I would like to invite Mr. S. Welfare, AVP Projects, MS Alpha Projects International Limited, to the stage. Mr. Welfare has been instrumental in leading innovative projects and has a wealth of experience in the field of civil engineering. Welcome, sir. Now it is my honor to introduce our esteemed chief speaker of today's session, Mr. Yaspal Singh, the head of HR at ICESTCE India Limited, brings a wealth of experience and expertise in the field of human resources and organizational development. Welcome, sir, and join us in the field. Now it is our honor to welcome Dr. Sarvesh Mishra, the General Chair of ICESTCE2-2024, to join our conversation. Dr. Mishra is a distinguished professor and dean at Nikma University Construction Studies, Hyderabad, India, and a leading expert in the field of construction management and civil engineering. His expertise and leadership have contributed immensely to this conference. Welcome to the stage, sir. We are now privileged to extend a warm welcome to the program chair of ICESTCE2-2024, Professor Prasad Kumar Bhuyan, Associate Professor. So we are now privileged to have with our esteemed national speaker, Dr. Jyotish Ravana. So now I would like to request the visionary leader whose dedication and commitment have been instrumental in shaping the growth of this institute. Please join me in welcoming our respected Vice Chairman, Engineer Ramnaran Sawant sir. Please, sir, welcome to the stage. Now it's our great honor and privilege to welcome a visionary leader and esteemed academician to the stage. I would like to invite Professor Dr. Subhajit Pradhan sir, the respected principal, G.I.E.T. Ghangapatna, Bhubaneswar. Please, sir, join us on the stage. Now I would like to extend a special welcome to a visionary leader whose dedication to research and development has been instrumental in shaping the future of our institution. It's our privilege to invite Professor Dr. Chandan Kumar Sahu, Dean of Research and Development, G.I.E.T. Ghangapatna. Please, sir, join us. Now it's our honor to invite someone whose leadership and dedication have been instrumental in bringing an event to life. Please join us in welcoming Professor Niyati Naik, Head of the Department, Civil Engineering and Convener of ICESTCE2-2024, G.I.E.T. Ghangapatna, Bhubaneswar. Please, ma'am, join us on the stage. Now, I would like to request our student coordinators, as a token of appreciation, please offer the flower bouquet to our esteemed dignitaries. to celebrate knowledge, innovation, and collaboration, let us take a moment to represent our unity, diversity, and the rich heritage of our country. It reminds us of our shared values and aspirations. Please rise and join us in saying respect our national anthem. So I would like to request all of us to stand for the national anthem. पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभाशिष मागे गाये तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय Now, I would like to request Professor D.P. Naik, HOD, Civil and Co-Convener of ICESTCE2-2024 G.I.E.T Ghangapatna Bhubaneswar, please address me at this time.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, our esteemed guests, respected speakers, and participants. It's my immense pleasure to welcome you all to the International Conference. For your continuous encouragement and for always fostering an environment of academic excellence, sir. Thank you so much. My sincere thanks to Dean R&D sir, Dr. Chandan Kumar Sahu, for your support and your education. Many of the key aspects of this conference, sir. I would like to acknowledge and thanks all the department heads everyone to engage actively in the sessions, participate in discussion, and leverage this platform to exchange ideas and foster collaboration that will drive progress in our field. Once again, I extend my deepest thanks to our distinguished guests, speakers, participants, and the organizing committee for their contributions. I wish everyone a successful and enriching experience throughout the conference. Thank you, and let's make this a memorable event. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to invite Professor Dr. Chandan Kumar Sahu, Dean R&D, G.I.E.T. Ghangapatna, Bhubaneswar. Please address the debate. Please, sir.
Thank you, madam. Dignitary authorized and non-authorized. Good morning to all. Esteemed guests, Mr. Ashok Kumar Rasa, Executive Vice President, World Federation of Muslim Organization India, and Honorable Vice Chairman, G.I.E.T. and esteemed guest of honor, Mr. S. Wellfield, Corporate Projects International Limited, and esteemed special guest, Mr. Jaswant Singh sir, Head HR, Sega India Limited in India, and resource person, Professor Prasad Kumar Bhuyan sir, Associate Professor, NIT Rourkela, and General Chair, Dr. Sabeshwar Mishra, Professor and Dean, ICMA, University of Construction Studies, Hyderabad, India, and esteemed international speaker, keynote speaker, Professor Sharif M. Barwe, Professor of Highway Engineering, Mansoura, Egypt, and esteemed Professor Sanjay Mahdi, Associate Professor, Samuel School of Engineering, University of California, United States, and respected Principal, Dr. Subhadip Pradhan sir, and faculty members, and the entire participants from different organizations, and my dear loving friends. I feel extremely glad to welcome everyone to this much awarded conference as it marks the G.I.E.T. 4th International Conference, Research Conference. And it gives me immense pleasure to be standing in front of you all, that is amongst the most esteemed personalities you have all acquired in their respective fields. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the inaugural session of International Conference on Emerging and Sustainable Technology in Civil Engineering and Environmental Engineering, ICESTCE2-2024. On behalf of G.I.E.T. Ghangapatna, I am happy to welcome most especially the chief guest, Mr. Ashok Kumar Rasa sir. We want to sincere thank you for honoring our invitation in spite of your very busy and tight schedule, sir. On behalf of G.I.T. Ghangapatna, I am happy to welcome most especially our guest of honor, Mr. S. Wellfield, and special guest, Mr. Jaswant Singh, resource person, Professor Prasad Kumar Bhuyan sir, international keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Professor Sharif M. and Professor Sanjay Mahdi. We want to sincere thank you for honoring our invitation in spite of your very busy schedule and tight schedule, sir. Before we kickstart the conference, I would like to express my gratitude towards you all who sincerely contribute to this event in order to make it a success. This would not have been possible without the support of each and everyone present here. And all big things come from small beginning. And the seed of every habit in a single tiny decision. But at this decision is repeated a habit and growth. Those small victories will turn into a big accomplished by patience and hard work. And the theme of International Conference on Emerging Sustainable Technology in Civil and Environmental Engineering capture our intention to build capacity sustainability in G.I.E.T. The main objective of this conference are aligned with promoting sustainable development, fostering innovation, and enhancing knowledge in civil and environmental engineering, thereby contributing to more on sustainable and resilient environment globally. The above initiative underscore our commitment in supporting the growth of research activities in G.I.E.T. Academicians, researchers, and practitioners of civil engineering will be able to share and discuss new findings and application to society. It is proposed that the conference will be platform to gather and disseminate the latest knowledge in civil engineering. I am also pleased to acknowledge the support we have received from our keynote speaker and guest speaker for this conference. Last but not the least, I would like to appreciate all the participants who have taken time to give us submission for this conference. We are honored that you choose this conference as a platform to disseminate your valued research outcomes. Great care has been taken to ensure that you have a very rewarding experience during your presentation. Finally, I would like to congratulate the Civil Engineering Department and Organizing Committee for their tremendous support in organizing the international conference. And it is my pleasure to declare this conference officially open. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to request Professor Dr. Subhajit Pranam, the Principal, G.I.T. Ghangapatna, Bhubaneswar, address the gathering. Sir, please.
Good morning. Respected dignitaries on the dais, of the dais, faculty members, head of the departments, deans, research scholars from or participants from different institutes, and my dear students. This is a special day for us because we are organizing 4th international conference in the institute. First one is organized by the Department of CSE. Second one is organized by Department of Mechanical Engineering. Third one is organized by Department of Master of Business Administration, and this is the 4th one. The objective of this conference to make an interlink or interface between academia, industry, and entrepreneurs. And we are fortunate enough, today we have special guests in our stage. We have academicians, we have people from industry, and we have also a civil engineer with an entrepreneur. And this is a special stage. I would like to thank all the dignitaries on the dais. So those who have joined with us on behalf of G.I.T. Ghangapatna family, I would like to welcome you all to our esteemed institution. So we have started our institute in the year of 2009, running year of 15 years of excellence. We have got NAC A+ grade of 3.27 CGPA in 2024, and we are successfully organizing co-curricular, extracurricular, and CSR activity in our institute. We are very much focused for the academic discipline, R&D, and innovations. This is the part of R&D and innovation kind of things where the students, faculty, and all the outside participants are working together toward the research. So I like to thank all the participants, those who have contributed the paper for this conference, and it is published in the ICESTCE proceedings. Today it is going to be inaugurated, and after that, the extension version of the paper will publish in the Scopus and UGC approved journals. And I am happily announcing that or informing you that this year we got 2 total FDP from AICT with worth of 7 lakh rupees, which is going to be organized in the month of October. With that, I would like to thank all the organizers for organizing this kind of activity, and special thanks to our chairman sir, Dr. Technocrats, our vice chairman sir, Engineer Ramnath Sawant, secretary madam, for motivating and encouraging us for organizing this kind of activity in our campus. Due to their support and coordination, we could able to organize, and we are making our institute in the next level of institute in the coming future. Thank you. Thank you for inviting.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to request the General Chair of this event, Dr. Sarvis Mishra, Professor and Dean, ICMA University of Construction Studies, Hyderabad, India, to please address the gathering. Please come.
Respected guests who are on the dais and all the researchers who are connected either online or offline, all the distinguished academicians from this G.I.E.T, all the young students for whom I believe that if I talk about the last mile connectivity, then the conference last mile connectivity should be for the students and for the researchers. Reason? You know that conferences are done with an intention that its key takeaways are taken up and the further activities can be started from it. Let me tell you, when this particular intimation of the conference was given to me, I was not very sure that how to proceed about this, but certainly we have been doing conferences of many kinds, national, international, off the campus, on the campus, and it is a very regular kind of activity with us. So then we thought that, okay, why not? Let's have a bridging of the gap between the industry and academia. So from there the thought process came. We cannot have any kind of conference on the isolation, that only conference output will be there for the academicians and researchers, and industry people will not be impacted by that. That cannot happen. So when that is there, this is the perfect place where the blending of the academicians, researchers, and the corporate people should be there. So that whatever issues that we are probably facing or we are likely to face, we should sort out and we should come up with some kind of solutions to that. Let me take you a little bit through the construction practices that is going on right now in India. The government of India is investing a lot in the infrastructure investments. May it be the dedicated freight corridor, may it be the, I believe that all kind of road expansions are happening. New airports are coming up, new ports are coming up, new water supply lines are coming up and it will be given. So when so much of investments are happening in the field of capability building of the infrastructure and ancillary services, question comes whether we have that kind of skilled manpower with us. I am telling you that right now probably the core engineers are much in demand. Right now I am telling you from the perspective of recruitment perspective, the core skilled engineers are much in demand. But ironically, the trend has been reversed. The post-COVID especially, there has been a trend of people jumping into the different IT and IT-enabled services. However, you will find that the core engineers are being recruited at a very decent salary. Their career projections are also happening very decently. And with this kind of investment that is happening in the infrastructure and which is likely to continue for next 10 years, it is the time that we must be preparing capable core engineers. Now question comes, what is the capability building? Capability building is not about that only we are going to construct certain things. When I am talking about construction, I am sure that there are many levels of players are there. Certain engineers are there, architects are there, diploma holders are there, below that masons are there, lot of people are there. I believe we need to create that particular trust where people should know that what is the job description of an engineer, what is the job description of an architect, what is the job description of a diploma holder. I believe our society is yet to evolve to understand who does what. And probably that is where the problem is started. And when we talk about the infrastructure, certainly new infrastructure will come up in the place where the infrastructure is not there. So infrastructure is not there, or it is abysmally low, or it is relatively low in the northeastern states. Probably it is relatively low in the northern India. So a lot of infrastructure developmental works are going on. It may be pump storage projects, it may be road widenings, it may be simply handling projects. People are talking a lot about the sustainable energy. So you can see that a lot of windmills are being set up. So these are the different facets in which the investments are happening. And Government of India is very keen that all these sectors should grow. And if you talk about the growth, if the infrastructure grows at 20% per annum, then our GDP will grow at 10% per annum. This is what the direct relationship between the GDP growth and infrastructure growth. We are having the same thing right now what China did probably 30 years back. They spent a lot of money in infrastructure development. Now when you talk about any kind of activities, you will find that China is first. All kind of electronic product manufacturing, all kind of activities, you will find that the total world is almost 50% of the products are produced from them. Now, this particular concerted effort, the Government of India has taken. So you talk about the dedicated freight corridor, DDFC, where a lot of my students are there, with the project manager. It will be giving you the last mile connectivity between the where the products are being manufactured and to the where the things will be moved. And you'll be surprised to know it was never been there. You go to the railway station, you will find the same track in which the passenger trains are going. On the same track, the goods trains are also going. Now the things have started changing. We are now having a dedicated freight corridor where the freight should be moving. So you can see that how quickly things can reach from A to B. And by doing so much of gamut of construction activities, we should not be forgetting what is our goal and ultimately how we are responsibly doing the construction. The civil engineers, construction is a domain. I must tell you that we are touted or we are told that we are probably second most polluting kind of profession we are into, especially in India. The kind of carbon dioxide, the kind of dust, the kind of things that we are emitting to the air probably is causing a lot of pollution. So people have started talking about how to substitute the current cements with the green cements. Lot of, probably I can say, lot of research has started happening. Okay, and you will find that very soon that India will be also implementing. India is a signatory to the ESG compliance by 2070. So by 2070, probably we will find that India's construction practices are also sustainable. On the top of that, somebody was referring about the environmental, social, and governance. These three things are very, very crucial in any kind of company, any kind of government, any kind of organization to become sustainable. When we are talking about the green energy, because nowadays you find that most of the energy sources are thermal energy. That means coal is burned and the energy is produced. But now we are also a mandatory signatory to the sustainable energy medium by 2040, where our 35% of the gross output in terms of energy has to be from sustainable medium. That's why you will find that a lot of contractors are there who are doing a lot of work in producing the sustainable energy. Some of them like Adani Green Co, some of them are probably Torrent. A lot of players have started coming to harness the sustainable energy, which is the order of the day. So now, as a civil engineer, we cannot or you cannot do anything in isolation. It has to be done collectively with the interface of civil, mechanical, electrical, and few other allied engineers. So when any infrastructure will come up, it is not only helpful for the civil engineering as a profession to grow, but also the mechanical, electrical, and all the chemical engineers also use so much of art mixtures. You must know that. So many engineering disciplines get benefited when any kind of infrastructure development happens. I must tell you that this is the golden opportunity for all of you who will be passing out in the years to come. The kind of investment that the government is doing, the kind of private participation that the government is doing, there will not be any dearth of jobs for sure. But there may be some gap of skills. That is where the challenge may be. The skill gap may be there. Because nowadays the digital construction has started coming in a very, very great way. People are using the 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D, 7D BIMs in the optimize the cost. Softwares are always there. Microsoft projects, Primavera, Calvin, a lot of softwares are there. New softwares are coming. Certain methodology have changed already. We have already gone beyond that particular total station to leader. Many things have come. So now it is the institute, it is the university, it is the academia, it it is the researcher, and it is the all the corporates have a joint responsibility that we must be in a position to upgrade our syllabus as per the industry requirement. We cannot manage that industry requirement is something in the left side and our teachings are in the right side, and we are moving parallel. We have seen that that is being the order of the day, where industry requirements are something different and our teaching pedagogy is something different. So we need to align, and this particular interface, I am sure that ICESTCE and Wilfred sir also will talk about the industry requirements, but we have to converge. We have to be anti-parallel and complementary to each other. Because if we move parallelly, then academicians and researchers are in one lane and industry requirements in the other lane. So that will never solve our purpose. Our purpose will be we need to converge where industry requirements are met by the engineers which are produced. You being the young, you being the very young age of 20 plus, 25 plus, all those experienced people, you should be ready and embrace new responsibilities that will be given to you by sending different sites. So site locations should be a kind of what I can say that you should be looking forward. If you know how to work in the site, then after having some kind of experience, when you come back to the office, you can easily correlate your site experience with the required official exposure. So suddenly, every company looks forward to the young people so that the median age is also low as far as the workforce is concerned. Every company hires the young people with an intention that they will be go-getter and they will be doing whatever task that is assigned. However, having said so, we should be always doing one thing, that is DTP. You know what is DTP? You know DTP full form is desktop processing. But my PhD supervisor from the University of Delhi told me DTP full form is desire. You must desire something. Unless you desire, what is the goal in the life? Nothing will come. So D for desire. Then to make that particular desire, you have to try. It is not that you sleep and no, I have seen something like that. No. You have to try for that. And last, P is pray. You have to have that particular confidence within you that you will be achieving by doing one step at a time. You will try to achieve that particular goal. So DTP in the life is very important. Desire, that's the first. Second is the try. And third is the pray. If you do these three things, I am sure that whatever you have thought about yourself in the future to come, you will be in that particular place. My special thanks to the management of the G.I.E.T. Ghangapatna, especially Mohammed sir. Thank you so much for organizing such a wide conference with so much of reach. Probably without the support of the top management, things are not possible. So he has been a visionary. I know Subhajit for quite a long time, around 10 years plus. He has been very dynamic. So whatever proposals are there, he has always been spearheading that. I am sure that under your leadership, Institute will achieve new minds of heights. All young faculties, those who are there, I believe this is an opportunity for these young faculties that this kind of conferences are happening. A lot of takeaways will be there. Try to probably interpret on all those lines and find out that what can be done. It is not important that where your paper is getting published. I must tell you that. This is very, very important thing that what my supervisor told. Probably my supervisor is having around 7,000 citations so far. And he is one of the very key person in the field of electricity. So my supervisor always told me, I also tell to my PhD scholars, where your publications are getting published is not important. What is your paper? That is important. How this particular paper can be used in the industry, how that particular paper can go to every academician, that is important. You please don't attach the importance to the journal name. Journal name, the journal has got the fame because this kind of publications have happened there. It is not other way around. The institute is good, that's why placement becomes good. I must tell you that. The faculties are good, that's why placement becomes good. It is not other way around. Research is good, that's why the institute is great. Every all institutions are known for some kind of USP. What is USP? Universal selling point. Please, for the academicians, we have only one USP, that you have to be a good researcher. Without research, you do whatever admin job you do, whatever qualifications you do, whatever you do, I'm telling you, you can never make that particular satisfying job without the researcher. Till the time you are not spending that 2-3 hours daily basis, on a weekly basis, 10 hours target on research, and try to help the society by getting new books. That is where probably the academicians and researchers converge. And certainly, I'm really pleased to see the chief guests, all the industry guests who have made it to come. It is only because the students wanted this, so all credit goes to the students. All the people who have connected here online, I'm sure that Suraj will be in a position to tell that a lot of people have joined online also, including the professors from Egypt and US. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm sure this particular 2 days, including today, is going to be a lot of learning exercise and probably a lot of things we are going to do together where all the stakeholders, that is the academia, that is the industry, researchers and students, everyone will be benefited by the outcome of this particular program. Again, thanks to the Department of Civil Engineering who has taken initiative in doing this. And certainly, it is an institute program, so thanks to the institute who has taken initiative. I must tell you that it is the institute that is the main Sarvopari. After that, only the department comes. So it is the institute and the department who get the collective accolade for doing such a nice inclusive conference within this particular 15 minutes of journey. I'm sure that much more is likely to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable words. So now is the time. So we are now privileged to extend a warm welcome from Program Chair of ICESTCE2-2024, Professor Prashant Kumar Bhuya, Associate Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, National Institute of Technology, NIT Rourkela. Professor Bhuya has been a pillar of expertise in the field of civil engineering, contributing extensively to both academic and research advancement. Welcome, sir. Welcome to the conference. So now, I would like to welcome the international keynote speaker who are joined in hybrid mode. So firstly, I would like to welcome Professor Serif M.D.I. Badawi, Professor of Highway Engineering, Mansoura, Egypt. Welcome, sir. And secondly, I would like to welcome the international keynote speaker, Professor Sanjay Mahanti, the Associate Professor, Samueli, School of Engineering, University of California, Los Angeles, United States. So now I would like to request Professor Sharif M.D.I. Badawi, Professor of Highway Engineering, to address the gathering. Sir, please. President of Engineering Organization, please address the gathering. Sir, please.
Good morning. Respected all honorable dignitaries in the dais and the research scholars, faculty members, students, and all others associated with this great education system. Friends, I have been allotted 15 minutes and first my apology because I have to rush to attend another important meeting by 12:30, so I have to be there by 7:30. So that way I make apology from now. Within the 15 minutes which has been allotted to me, I have thought of dealing with 3 points in a separate way. First, little bit about World Federation of Engineering Organizations. Second, about the civil engineer's perspective in future. And third, the topic itself. Because I am not going to give emphasis on the topic because I know much more brilliant people and knowledgeable people are there. Because the topic is concerned. But I am concerned about the engineering profession and this sense. Friends, World Federation of Engineering Organizations has been established at the behest of UNESCO way back in 1968. And this has got more than 100 countries as its members and more than 33 million engineering professionals all over the world are represented by this WFO. Now, all the or the largest professional body of a country becomes a member of WFO. And from India, Institute of Engineers India is the national member of WFO. It has got a General Assembly consisting of more than 100 countries and its members, then Executive Council, and finally the Executive Board, which decides on different activities of WFO. Member of the Executive Board, as an elected Executive Vice President of WFO, I am also the member of the Executive Board. And you'll be glad to know that since its inception of 1968, by God's grace, I am the second Indian to be elected to this committee. And the point of telling this is not to project myself. The point is that we from Odisha can go to that level. So, where WFO helps the United Nations in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. As you know, United Nations have 17 Sustainable Development Goals, which has been focused from 2015, and we have to attain those goals by 2030. Now, what has happened? Engineers, I'll come to engineers, then I'll come to civil engineering, because we represent the engineering fraternity. Now, what has happened at the global level? We found that at the United Nations and United Nations UNESCO, we are under science. That means engineers didn't have a separate status in the eyes of the United Nations. I remember I was president in Institute of Engineers India in 2014, and 2015 in Pluto I was elected to the Executive Council. At that point of time, 2017 to 2019, the president was Dr. Malin Ganga, and she was from Engineers Australia. Interestingly, she had she's an Indian, and she had her graduation completed in IIT Mumbai. So when she became the president, and I was also a member of the National Executive Council, so all of us decided that we must get an identity in front of the United Nations. So then what we did, we covered all the 17 national goals, and we produced before the United Nations through UNESCO that without the support of the engineering community, you cannot achieve these goals. That is how we, United Nations through UNESCO, recognized 4th of March Because 4th of March 1968, UNESCO has created World Protection of Engineering and Research. So from 2020, 4th of March is celebrated as the World Engineering Day throughout the world, and that is the goal of WHO. And now, what has happened? We have got a recognition. Engineers have now got a recognition in the eyes of the United Nations. Not only that, there is an International Science Council. There, the Vice President, President can be anybody, from the Science Council, but now we decided that in the Vice President category, there will be two, one from engineering fraternity, one from the science. So that is how the elevation of engineering profession has been taken by the doctor. Now, being a civil engineer, that is for general engineering. But when I communicate with the civil engineering profession, because I being a civil engineer, I definitely take pride in being a civil engineer. But I don't have a personal ego, believe me, I do not have a personal ego, but if somebody can tell anything in civil engineering, I just cannot tolerate it. Why? Because I think, why I am telling, I am meaning it for the students. Because whenever I go to different colleges, the civilian boys come or girls come, sir, कोई नहीं आता है हमको लेने के लिए. Computer science का जाता है, all software people are being employed, but हमारे लिए कोई कंपनी नहीं आता है. तुम्हारे लिए कोई कंपनी आएगा ही नहीं. Let me be very clear. When we have chosen civil engineering, our profession is much more different than other professions. How? Because what is happening that I always compare civil engineering with the profession of a lawyer. Is a lawyer, the profession, first 5 to 7 years, we do not earn anything, believe me. So the same thing happens with the civil engineering. When I remember in 2015, my son passed civil engineering from G.I.E.T. He said that I want to be employed. How much will be my salary? I said that 5,000 rupees. I said 5,000. He just got annoyed. What do you mean? You are spending 5,000 rupees to me, and how can I earn 5,000? How can I sustain myself with 1,000 rupees when my software friends are getting 25,000, 30,000? I said, first you deserve and then desire. Your work today is 5,000, but I never say that you will remain at 5,000 for years together. So that's the first conceptual difference you have to make. Don't compare with the software persons, because our job and their job are completely different. How different? The interesting part is, whenever there is recession, all branches of engineers are scared, but not civil engineers. Why? If you remember in 2008, President Obama, who was the President of the United States of America, he said that to get rid of this economic crisis, we have to spend more on infrastructure. Why? Because the moment you are spending infrastructure, more money in infrastructure, change will continue. There will be production, there will be machinery production, there will be bank to finance, and there will be expansion of the industry. So all will grow when there is an investment in infrastructure. Just tell me, at the worst of the economic crisis, the brightest future comes to the civil. But unfortunately, our boys, they always compare with you have chosen civil engineering. So try to follow the path of civil engineering. Now, what is the path of civil engineers? Number one, first 5 years, forget about what we are getting salary. Forget about it. Just whatever is sustenance, 5,000, 10,000, don't mind 5,000, mind it, don't mind 5,000. 5,000, 10,000 is not a matter of job. Your friends, their salary will go in arithmetic progression, but your salary will improve in geometric progression. And I have seen that happening in the life of different boys. First 5 years, you have to sustain yourself. And then with that experience, when you apply for good companies, they will definitely take you. Why? Because what is happening, Dr. Mishra was mentioning everything. Now, the infrastructure boom is there in the entire country. And our friends from HR will also tell how difficult it is to get good civil engineers. Because what is happening is, we have now very much shortage of civil engineers between the age of 35 to 45. Because they are the person who deliver things at site. But don't by being a civil engineer, don't expect that you will remain in an AC room with the computer. Forget it. That's not your life. That's the life of a software engineer. Our life is, I have grown like that. Our life is, when a bridge or any infrastructure is to develop, there will be no road, there will be no light, nothing. We will be camped in the camp with London. London, believe me, we have done like that. With London, and then we develop that place. Then again we go to another place to develop. That is our role. And no amount of money will substitute that pressure. I remember I passed in 1980 as engineering, from NIT, REC Rautla, NIT Rautla, in the 1983, just after passing out the institution, got an opportunity to design part of flyover that is from, the administration, that was designed and constructed by us. Today, when I am going over there, the kind of pleasure you get, that cannot be measured in terms of money. So mind it, civil engineering is just like a mother, because a structure just grows in front of us. And when that structure is getting completed, I am to take care of another child. That's fine. So if you go with this philosophy, believe me, you need not run after job after 30 years, you are 30. 24 to 36 years, please slog, please go to site where there will be no toilet, there may not be internet connectivity. Please be prepared for that. If you are prepared for that, first 5 years you slog, come back to me and then you tell me what is your life and compare at that point of time what salary your IT friends are getting and what salary you are getting. But unfortunately what is happening, you are just, when not the time has come, for any structure, we are considering initially we are paying the initial cost, now we have life cycle cost. So here, I am requesting you to make a life cycle comparison, not that at the entry level. What you are doing is you are getting frustrated because you are comparison at the entry level. You are stopping at that point. Don't stop at that point. Today, at the age of 67, I am also earning. People are coming to me. So, for an engineer, for a civil engineer, and for a lawyer, and for a doctor, there is nothing called age of retirement. Because you know the subject, people have to come to you, there will be infrastructure, and people will come to you. That privilege is not there in any other branches. Not core branches of engineering. Thereby, mind it, I am representing all branches of engineering. I am not belittling any other branches. When I am making this statement, I am making a comparison. So, their role for the development of the country, each has got a fixed role. So, every role is important. But don't think that the software model is the only law and civil engineers after passing out engineering, they will go to software. Believe me, I cry inside. I think that I am a very failure in not being able to convince my next generation that civil engineers have such a bright future and they are going to software. I don't mind if you have chosen the software as the first choice, I don't mind, please go. But having chosen civil engineering, going to software, that kills me, man. Please, for heaven's sake, today you must promise for me that I am the kind of ego I am having as a civil engineer. You must be mentioning, feeling that I am having very egoistic and very proud to be a civil engineer. Have that ego first, and then things will follow. If you say, sir, हमको तो कुछ मिलता नहीं है, sir, हमको 25,000 मिलता है, हमको 5,000 मिलता है, तुमको मिलेगा ही नहीं. If you cry like that, you will not get it. We say, I am capable. 5,000 तो अभी मिलता है ना. 30 साल 5 साल बाद देखो, तुम 50,000 करो तो मैं 1 लाख करूँगा. Our gentleman, HR gentleman is there. Just ask him how much he is struggling to get an efficient, capable civil engineer at the mid-management group between 35 to 45. You will listen from him. That's the real difficulty. I always in a lighter vein, I say that my civilian boys, they do not know their worth. उनका latent जो उनका दिमाग में जो strength है उनका अंदर, they do not know. They have to aim it. They have to be able, just like a beautiful girl, people will follow. Believe me, civil engineers are just like beautiful girl. They have to be followed by other people to give the you are not supposed to do. But for that, you have to be better. So that is about civil engineering. Now, something I think today all of you will promise me that nobody or none civil engineers will go for software. At least whoever there in this hall. Then I get software go. फिर सॉफ्टवेयर यार इतना बोलने के बाद अगर आप लोग चुप रहे होंगे तो आई थिंक आई एम वेरी ग्रेट फेल्योर क्या यू जस्ट टेल मी व्हाट इज योर एप्लीकेशन इंटरनेट नहीं रहेगा मैं नहीं देख पाऊंगा इफ यू लव योर प्रोफेशन जस्ट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड इफ यू लव योर मदर इज इन a sheltered house will you not go you'll go and take her blessings. So it is my profession. I have to go. I have to sacrifice. The moment I sacrifice, then only things will come. Things will not come I said my brother and son that these things will not come just because you want 15,000 rupees. No, you first deserve and then desire. So similarly, ये करने के लिए आपको desire, your desire has to be strong and then you deserve. So I think, please for heaven's sake, you got a bright future. 5 साल संभाल लो, उसका बाद देखो तुम्हारा future क्या है. So that is my request.
Hello,
so coming back to the topic. Now, what is sustainability? Sustainability, in accordance with the definition of the United Nations, it is meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of the future to meet their own needs. Now, what do you understand by sustainable? It means that the ability to maintain or support a process of continuity for over time. Now, what has happened? By 2050, the statistics says that 2/3 of our world population will be urbanized. That means in urban area, 2/3 of people will be there. Just imagine what will be the challenge for the civilians. So, a lot of infrastructure things have to happen on this urban area. So, that is the greatest challenge. Now, what is happening? The carbon footprint, the greatest difficulty, as has been rightly said, India and China are one of the worst, producers of carbon emissions. So now it is time that carbon footprint has to be reduced. Now government has taken it very seriously. Now Indian Roads Congress has made a code to analyze the carbon fraction when we are making a structure. And incidentally, I am a member of that code committee. Now what will happen in future? What is happening now when we are making a tender? The least cost satisfying the other structural requirements is getting selected. Now what will happen? We will make an analysis that not only the cost but also the type of methodology of construction or materials which are used, which will produce the least carbon, they will be preferred. So in India, probably, I think the code under preparation, it will take about 3-4 years. So within 5 years, that's coming because India has to do it. That is number one. Number two, you have to make, somebody has said if there is a third world war, it will be water. So water is a very, very important element. Now, what is happening? You go to all important cities in India now. The groundwater is depleting at a very, very fast pace and dry. Bangalore is the brightest example. So when there is depletion of groundwater, the real estate prices will just be shattered. There will be tremendous economic losses for the real estate builders. So now it is high time that we must preserve the groundwater. So now a very important concept in the bridges were made. Bridge come bandara. That means up to 60-meter long of bridge. What we are doing? Not only we are making a bridge, but also we are making some elliptical arches of up to 2.4 meter height to retain water, the summer flow. The non-monsoon flow go rakhe, then that is being utilized as a treatment purpose or also to preserve the groundwater. Now, another thing is that new ports have to be come and then energy efficient infrastructure. That's very important. You just remember, of course, you do not, in our old days when we were in the villages, whatever type of structure, we are now giving some good names only. Green building, green construction, all this green used to take place when we were in children. The building should be such that there will be light. You need not necessarily, make the AC. Air should come, least, a type of energy has to be utilized. So these are the green building concept. And then another thing is we have to reuse the existing structure. What is happening is just because we are having any of materials, we will just, you use it for the new construction. No. Suppose a building is there, suppose we find that it can sustain by making rehabilitation, then we have to do it. Similarly, in case of bridge, we have to extend its life period by different kind of methodologies by utilizing different new methods like carbon fiber reinforcement and other things. So it is reconstruction and rehabilitation. That also is a part of green technology, I would say. Then we have to make permeable pavement. Then recycling. The materials which are being used, that should be recycled and then that should be utilized. I'll give an example. In the road construction, the bituminous layer is there. What is happening? For the new another layer is being laid over that. So now the technology has come that old bituminous ko remove karo and then crush it, take it to the another machine, get it and then use it. So these are reuse and recycling is the common thing. Now, another thing that renewable energy, nowadays in the transportation sector, you might get the electric vehicle have come, and the renewable energy, wind energy, and other things this can be utilized. So all are renewable, recycle, rehabilitate, and restoration. All are, to me, are the necessity to make a green world. Friends, I think whatever I am supposed to speak has spoken, and my apology that I am not being able to stay longer with you because of some very important commitment in Bhubaneswar. 25 people from 25 states have come and congregated on this training program, wherein I was a part, and their question and answer session will start immediately. So I am ready. So thank you very much. I am getting an assurance from my civil engineering boys and girls that they are not going to software. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir, for the words of wisdom that you have shared with us. So now is the time, the center of attraction of the conference, that is the unveiling of conference book proceeding. So now I would like to request the student coordinates, please come on the stage with the book proceedings, and all the dignitaries, I would like to request, please unveil the book proceeding. Thank you so much, Sean. Now, I would like to request our Vice Chairman, sir, to felicitate our Chief Guest, Mr. Bossa, sir. Please, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Now is the time to hear our program chairman, Professor Prasad Kumar Bhuyal, sir, the Associate Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, NIT Rourkela, to address this gathering. Please, sir.
Thank you. Respected dignitaries, faculty colleagues, dear participants. So, I talk something related to civil engineering, specifically transportation engineering. Some of the major infrastructure that has been implemented, some are going on, and how we can take that opportunity as a civil engineering student in your future. Coming to first about the curriculum. So when I and Ramstar were students. So we used to take one course from humanities and management. Basically, that was on economics. So now that one has been almost like become three from humanities and management because your communication skill, your leadership quality, these things must be there. Now again, it is another phase. That is about application of technology, basically IT and this AI/ML. In the recent guidelines from the Ministry of Education, so in NIT Ramkala, we have included 3 courses from AI/ML. So one course is related to structural engineering, one related to transportation engineering, and one related to the optimization technique. So you can see that almost like 5-6 courses substituted from the core engineering courses. So actually we are compromising with our core engineering courses, but that is the need of the hour. So we have to obviously go through our core engineering courses, maybe with less curriculum and spend some good time in the personality development as well as computational skill. So computational skill is essentially required nowadays. Now coming to some of the major infrastructure projects and how we can make those infrastructure projects sustainable. So I'll highlight. So coming to say cities. So in the city level, you know that we have some of the metro rail coming, and some are in under construction. Now the thing is that whether all the cities need metro is becoming a buzzword and sometimes political issue. But of course, metro has so much of positive aspect, but perhaps all cities don't require metro. You need trips, number of travelers. It is a mass transportation system as well as it adds a significant amount of investment is there. So again, how to make that system sustainable in terms of its financial viability, return, and it persists for another 100 years. So that's why we should go for mass transport system like some of the cities required buses, some of the system like your comfortable bus system, lower decker buses, light transit system, then you have rapid transit system. So and in the recent past we have like intermediate public transit like your Ola, Uber and all these. So we need the multimodal integrated system where one mode will help to other mode, not separately. Similarly, if you go to the intra-city, that is something where the cities and you know that in India as a big country we have population. So how to make that cities are beautiful? Like the Western country, perhaps they have much better plan from the beginning. Like in Odisha, if you see Bhubaneswar and Ramkala, these two cities are very planned cities. So the quality of life is perhaps much better than some of the other cities. So we should have the planning concept from the very beginning. Or with time period, we can try to improve the life standard of the public in terms of transportation system, particularly the mass transportation system. Now coming to intercity transportation system, we have high-speed rail system like some of the bullet train you can say. Bullet train concept started from Japan, subsequently taken by China, and now India is implementing with the help of Japan. There is a corporation called G.I.E.T. This not only they are giving us financial support with very minimal rate of interest, but the most important thing is about technology transfer. So now Japan is like teaching us how to build bullet train system. Like we have the metro system, and at the very beginning, practically it was very difficult to retain the skilled manpower in India. Once somebody gain knowledge, they go to Gulf countries where they can earn more. So now this DMRC, Delhi Metro Rail Corporation, it become the consultant for all other metro system. So similarly, this bullet train, why it is so important? Because India is such a big country, so we need only mass transportation, efficient mass transportation. Yeah, like you have Vande Bharat, of course, for a small distance like 5, 700 kilometers, this seems to be good. But when the distance increase, we need like bullet train system. So similarly, like Sir was telling about dedicated freight corridors. This concept also taken from the Japan. So they have started from this, Tokyo to another city, Osaka. More than 50, 60 years back, it become highly successful. Then ICESTCE, Delhi Mumbai Industrial Corporation. Through that, we have that DFC, that Western Dedicated Freight Corridor. Now the Eastern Dedicated Freight Corridor is coming. So through this freight corridor system, we can give some kind of relax to this passenger carrying rail system. Otherwise, our rail network become highly overloaded. Correct? So in order to get some kind of high stress, we must have to construct dedicated freight corridor system. Along the corridor, we have several greenfield megacities, conceptual cities are coming between Mumbai to Delhi, like theme-wide cities. So the greenfield concept, megacities is some are coming and some will come in India. So we have to tap the opportunity there. Now coming to the highway projects. This highway project, you know that we have 20 years plan. After that, we have the golden quadrilateral, north, south, east, west corridor. It becomes successful. Although their percentage is only 2% of the total road network, but they carry almost like 30% of the traffic. So now once it becomes successful, the government of India has come up with another idea that is called NHDP, National Highway Development Program. So in different phases, they are connecting like seaports and some of the important like economic corridors. In the recent past, you may perhaps go through these economic corridors that connect with the places having economic importance. With the seaports, like you have the Raipur to Visakhapatnam, which pass through Odisha state. So this is one economic corridor. So there's a lot of opportunity in this economic corridor. Then we have some of the major iconic projects like sea link projects, Bandra Worli, Mumbai Transfer Link. Now several construction is going on in Mumbai city. Similarly, you have Bharatmala project. This is another big project, very big project. And we have large coastal belt. We have several seaports that how to connect one seaport to another seaport. And that was missing. And Odisha is one of them. You know that we have a long coastal belt. So this Bharatmala project is one of the important infrastructure project. Then you know that the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, it's a game changer. India, population-wise, you can say more than 60-70% people stay in village. So once you give good connectivity to the village, then perhaps whole thing will change, education, health, everything will get changed. So this is the PMGSI which developed page-wise. Now they are coming to the upgradation and maintenance part. So that you have some scope there. Coming to the smart city project, uh, 100 smart city project, you know, the Bhubaneswar perhaps is the smartest one, but still it has a lot of scope. And not only one phase, perhaps we can develop, we can take it further in different phase manner. These cities will, more number of cities come. Similarly, we have issues with some of our neighbors. So, lot of bond is on this development of road projects at the border states. So not only about the connectivity to the military people, but also to the people who are staying in the remote village. So now they are getting also good connectivity. Similarly, we have air connectivity. You know? So one of the best part I can say is about the Udan scheme, where the number of airports, the airports, you can reduce your travel time, and at the same time, the tourism sector, is one where perhaps we can generate large amount of resource. So it's not only domestic travelers, you can attract some of the international travelers, the village level tourism. India has a large scale historical tradition, so we have so much of monuments. So we can, with less investment, pollution-free investment, we can generate a lot of bond there. Now coming to sustainability, how we can make our system more sustainable. One something you know that about EV, electric vehicle. Electric vehicles are becoming very popular, particularly at present we can say about two-wheeler. But after some years, you will find this four-wheeler. Like some other countries already have adopted that, particularly European countries. Now we have some kind of restriction, maybe some issues, but we perhaps try to have our own technology. Then the production of this EV will become mass and it will become cheaper for us. Maybe it may take a little bit time, but it's the future. As I was telling about this recycling and the reuse of construction material, like you have the bituminous, then you have the aggregate. The aggregates, come from our hill. So we can't destroy our hills because this is large infrastructure. So if you go on destroying the hills, then there will be a lot of ecological problem. There will be problem in the rainfall. Right? So that's why perhaps BBSR was working on that recycling of road aggregates, how to use that recycling of the bituminous material. Sources are limited always. Now coming to the efficient transportation system. So country like India, we need mass transportation. There is no second thought because the private owned vehicle take a lot of space. All you know that. So it produce pollution. So like European countries are pleasant because they have very efficient public transport system. So yeah, of course, on very late we are coming with those ideas, but it must be much more efficient, comfort, safety, all these issues can be there. Now coming to the operation at the city level, perhaps you know about the intelligent transport system, where it is integration of this IT with our core transportation engineering concept. So we will make the transport system more efficient, the operation perhaps can be more user friendly, the information perhaps can transfer or given to the end users and the system will become very efficient. Similarly, coming to the last part, is about AI ML. You know? Now everywhere you know AI ML, AI ML. So how this AI ML concept can be used for our civil engineering and in transportation engineering. So we have to learn this, we have to accept it. Don't feel that if you learn AI/ML, somebody will take you to forcefully to IT industry. No, it's not like that. In civil engineering field, we have lot of things to do. Like say after your BTech, you perhaps some of you will obviously go for master's program. In the master's program, you should learn a lot of computational like codings. You should learn about how to operate or apply different softwares like different structural transportation, water, geotech. Every field you have so much of software. So software knowledge is very much required to whether to become a good transportation planner or traffic operation expert. So in India, at present, there is a lot of shortage of transportation planner. So we need large number of transportation planner for which perhaps you need a master's program with good skill. So there is a lot of scope in this area, and this modern technology, when it is changing fast, so we have to adapt it. So always your higher education give a better return. I can say that. So try to acquire higher degree at your early age. You can encash it for your remaining part of your life. Some of you can think about go for academic research. So where you know that you must have go through your master, some go through PhD also. So then your thought process will change. Okay? So with this, perhaps I'm trying to wind up my part. So thank you, Rama sir, and the principal sir for giving me this opportunity to share my thought. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing us the great insight. So now we are excited to hear an exceptional individual who has significantly contributed to the field of highway engineering. It's our honor to listen Professor Serif M.D.I. Badawi, Professor of Highway Engineering at Mansoura University, Egypt. So now I would like to request Professor Badawi to address this gathering. Please, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? Okay, good. Thank you for the nice introduction. First of all, I would like to thank the organizing committee for inviting me to give this keynote speaker about some of the applications for design practices in the Middle East from Marshall to supervision design that I'm gonna cover tomorrow. I would like also to thank my friend and colleague, Engineer Bhubaneswar, for the invitation. This is my second time to address some of the work that we are doing here at Mansoura University for the Gandhi Institute. It is my pleasure to be part of this international conference about the emerging and sustainable technology in the civil and environmental engineering, which is organized by the Department of Civil Engineering of Gandhi Institute. This is my pleasure to be part of this very prestigious conference. You know that transportation systems and infrastructure for every nation, vehicles is a very important element of the growth and growth of the country, the economy. So this is why every country to focus on the transportation system, because this transportation system is essential for the movement of people and goods from place to place, which will help the nation to advance. All the advanced countries, they focus on their infrastructure, either the transportation system or the communication as well. Transportation and road are really very closely related to each other. It is my pleasure to talk tomorrow about some of the practices related to the design of the public transport in the Middle East. And the Middle East is characterized by its very hot climate. I think some parts of India face the same climatic conditions, as well as the heavy transportation and heavy trucks that are wandering over the transportation network in these countries, damaging these roads. So what often practices that people working in the pavement industry are following in order to reduce the damage of the overloaded trucks, as well as the very harsh environmental climate on the asphalt mixes. You know that most of the majority of the roads all over the world are constructed from asphalt mixed to pavements because of many advantages. One of the main advantages is the low construction cost of these types of roads. And also sustainability now plays a very important role in the pavement industry. And I know that India has a very nice experiment of using the waste of plastic in order to modify their roads to sustain the road to sustain high traffic levels and also harsh climatic conditions. And in Egypt, we are working on another one like an experiment similar to the Indian experience in that regard by using the waste of plastic, which is non-degradable material, in order to protect the environment, improve it, and also improve our road performance. Tomorrow I'm going to cover what are the practices used in the most of the countries in the Middle East regarding to the mixture design in order to accommodate the traffic or high traffic demands as well as the harsh climatic conditions. And I'm hoping that you guys are going to benefit from the practices in the Middle East. India is a very large country with a huge transportation infrastructure, governing very wide climatic conditions. This is very challenging, and there are lots of excellent scientists in India that are working on and dealing with these important factors that affect the performance of the pavement. And I personally share and work with some of the Indian scientists related to the pavement industry. So I wish you a very successful and fruitful conference, and I wish you benefit from the lots of the prestigious speakers and the presentations that is going to be covered today and tomorrow in this excellent conference. Thank you all.
Thank you so much for your kind words. So now, we are privileged to have with us the remarkable leader in the field of engineering. It is now the time to welcome our international keynote speaker, Professor Sanjay Mahanti, the Associate Professor at the Samuel School of Engineering, University of California, Los Angeles, United States. So now I would like to request Professor Sanjay sir, please address the gathering. Please sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Nick, for inviting me. We want been to Odisha for attending any conference, so this is my first conference. I'm very grateful for the invitation and for this opportunity. For now, I'm going to speak in English to the respect of our audience who understand the word. So first of all, I worked here for about 10 to 15 years. But my heart is in Odisha and I see the challenges everywhere. When we think of sustainability, the first thing we think is how can we on this earth without destroying the earth, without depleting its resources. So when we think of what exactly we need, we need basic things like house where we can live, which do not destroy the impact on environment. We need transportation to get our stores and everything else, supply those into the cities. And as in future, more and more people live in the big cities, the resources that needed to sustain the city become more scarce. So you have to transport from long distance. So it's very important for us to build a city where we can harness the resource or recycle the resource in those locations. So that's why we have to think of building future cities where we do not need too much water. We do not have to extract so much water that we run out of water. In fact, if you think of many cities in India, including Chennai, do not have 24 hours water supply. So this is a future now where our groundwater is going to be depleted. Our food resource is going to be less and less because we are building cities encouraging agricultural areas. So that means they are less and less cost of harvesting more food. So this is a very challenging situation, and each challenge comes from a lot of opportunity. So that's why it's very important as civil engineers to think of these challenges and build in a different way. So that's the thing I'm going to discuss tomorrow in my presentations, where when we think of infrastructures, we should not think of how we can just transport food. How we can, for instance, roads that we build just in past, we build these roads and transportation infrastructures to just drive on it, transportation road. But in future, we don't have a lot of space, so that means we have to think of integrating other different aspects to the road design. So here on United States, the government has been in something, I can use roads for, let's say, recharging the or having become the source of the I can design roads so it can be a source of a load. So all these different integrations has to be taken place. So I'll discuss that tomorrow in my presentation. But more importantly, I commend all the students and professors and any other guests for this coming together to solve this one of the biggest challenges, how to build cities in a sustainable way. So again, I do not want to speak up because I know that we are a little bit late and also this is close to 11:45 p.m. in Los Angeles. So I'm very happy to see you there if you can be present there in person. But in future, when I talk to Odisha, I would love to meet again and discuss how we can work together do something for the similar environment. For that, thank you again for the invitations, and I look forward to present tomorrow.
Thank you so much, sir. So now, I would like to request our chief speaker, Mr. Dr. Singh, State Exam, Civil India Limited, India, to address the gathering. So please.
Hello, young Technocrats, and please. Okay, first of all, I would like to invite initiative to enhance your interaction with the industry as well as so we will go one by one. We will find out the various possibilities in the industry, Indian industry, and then we will discuss about the gaps between the industry and academia. And yes, we will be the foggy faces. I am finding out the confused faces that what industry expect from the new grades, new press grades. Okay. So first of all, I would like to ask some questions from you. Be true, no judgment over here. Okay. These are the questions you are taking with you all along your courses, your graduations, and you have no answer. So raise the hands who all are, basically I am interacting with the young technocrats, young engineers. So who all are here by design or by default? Who all are here by design? Who decided in 12 that I will go for engineering? Raise your hands. No one. No one decided in 12 that I will do my engineering. I am interacting with you. Raise your hands who decided that I will be engineer. Only one? Okay. Second, raise your hand who decided in your 12th program that I will do civil engineering. Perfect. Okay. So, next question, who decided that, or still in dilemma that I will go to the IIT, okay, nahi hua admission, now I have to pursue on here. Who is still in dilemma? My friends are studying in IIT, NIT, now I am studying over here. Who are still in dilemma? Okay, now they are clear. They accepted that some cases are still in dilemma. Okay. So basically, either by design or default, you are pursuing engineering. So first of all, accept it. Now I will answer all the questions. I will try to make your confusion clear by this session. Okay, by the end. First of all, I would like to go for the possibilities or like the industry overview to you. There is no such like this that industry, IT industry have the more options and civil industry is not, company not visiting, you are not having the job options, you are not having the such packages. These are the questions you might have. First, I will go through the industry overview. So it is estimated that global construction industry revenue will be about 16 trillion USD, growing at a CAGR of 7%, and the Indian market would be 1.4 trillion by the end of 2025. Okay? And allocation of 11 lakh crore rupees, Indian rupees, capital expenditure, which is 3.4% of the total GDP. They have kept for their entry budget, the government, so they are more focused about the enhancement of the infrastructure facilities that we need. Okay? Now, imagine the extent of industry having the options, having the opportunities to all of you. Basically, the scarcity of the workforce is not the problem. Problem is the what we are expecting from the workforce. There is a skill gap. There is a huge skill gap. We visited normally all the institutions, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, all the institutions we visited, and situation is the same. Okay, basically, in terms of the knowledge, in terms of the academia, all are 1920, all are equal. I never find some extraordinary students from some extraordinary institution. Okay, you will find the extraordinary student in terms of academia from the nominal institute also. But the problem is that the initiative institute taken for their students, like they have that directly connect with the industry, they regularly do the such initiative that B.I.E.T taken. Okay, the project exposure to the students, they more focused about the lab. This is the only the difference. Okay, they redefine their curriculum accordingly. So they taken the instead, this makes the huge difference between the student and the nominal student. Okay, now move to the next. Now I will tell the synopsis of situation that currently we are dealing in India. According to the next camp reports from the last 5 years, 3 million graduates and postgraduates are added to the workforce in India every year. Only about 1/4, I am talking about only 25%,
technical graduates and 10 to 15% of other graduates are employable. You are getting my point? Our present scenario is not so helpful for their careers. India economy is expected to grow with rapid industrialization and will require gross incremental workforce like 200 million by the end of this decade. I am talking about the technical. However, despite these encouraging statistics, a majority of graduates are considered unemployable by many employers across the globe. According to the National Employability Report 2016, a study of 150,000 plus students, engineering students, who graduated in 2015 from roughly 700 colleges, 80% were not considered employable. Moreover, 3% of engineering graduates in country had skills to be employed in technology sector, mainly software, or we can say in the civil industry, basically. So there is a huge gap. We are not clear that what industry wants from the fresh graduates. We are not seeking. Yes, it could be add-on that you do good in your academics, you do good in your marks, your qualifications, your degree. But what we certainly looking forward, I will tell you. So basically, industry wants a plug and play candidates, plug and play fresh graduates. I found many students in interviews that okay, that my college is not having the lab facilities as an institution so much, but what I am doing, there is a nearby stretch from my college. I regularly visited on the weekends, on the Saturdays and Sundays to the labs. I requested to the project manager, please let me go through the various procedures happening in the labs, quality labs, various tests performed. So that is basically intent towards upgradation, intent towards ready for plug and play in the industry. So basically you have to decide that you would like to face, or you would like to play a victimized role, or you would like to depend on the placement cell, that they will arrange some offer for you. Yes, it is very, very ironic that you have to accept that it is you, that you made yourself employable. Okay? There will be certain procedures that we can bridge, procedures and solutions that we can bridge the gap between the industry and the academia. So, like we have to be very regularly interacting with the industry professionals, invited in terms of the seminars, webinars, through various conferences, to regular visited, regular site visited. So there would be some difference in sort of between, and you would like to be bridge the gap between the industry and academy. So what my point is that at some point, where Jack Welch rightly remarked that you can give lifetime, you can give lifetime employability by training people, by making them adaptable, making them mobile to go to other places, to other things, but you can't guarantee lifetime employment. Okay, so it is you that you are like you are blank check. Don't go for the packages. Don't go for the comparison with the software engineers and the other stream engineers. You have to form your figure by taking practical exposure, taking add-ons, taking various softwares like Primavera, MSP, Calcom, like the AutoCAD, 3D, 2D. Various softwares are there. You have to be very much equipped with these software, and you have to be, because you have to compete. You have to compete. And if yes, there would be certain requirements at the site. It is very hard to tell you that certain times industry requires supervisors and foremen, and industry prefers that okay, going here, we have to be someone like supervisor, then we have to deploy going back. Then it is a mobility and it is a mobilization of the project, we have to deploy some testing. Cost effectively, okay. But it is hard silently. But it is up to you only, that no placement cell will help you out over there. It is only you that you have to decide that from the tag of fresh graduate engineer training,
to where you have to go for the particular career. Okay, I have many engineers in my team, many engineers that who hired by me in long time back, in like 4 or 5 years back, and they proved themselves and they are now the functional in charge for that particular domain. They are in charge for the quality control, they are in charge for the planning and training. They are heading the team. They are in charge for the quantity calculations and quantity surveying. So there are various examples we are having. Yes. Secondly, I would like to make it clear that after 1 year in first assessment, we would not like to go for that from where you have passed out your technical qualification. Okay, it is all about your intent, it is all about your attitude, it is all about your grasping knowledge, and moreover that how your intent or your willingness to move forward. Basically, in whole life you have to adopt the policy of learn, unlearn and relearn. Okay, if you will be stick to the various and traditional procedures and the knowledge and the skill set, then you will be obsolete or your career will be stagnant at some of the point. Okay, you have to be adopt regularly, you have to attend various conferences. There is lots of material available on the net nowadays. I can understand in the long 90s or 80s when Sarvesh or your principal will was reading at their technical qualifications. At the time, the resources were limited, but there is enormous availability of the resources at the net. There are the various videos, there are the various projects. I found out many students at various institutions, they tie up with the various international organizations and collaborate with the various international projects. Okay, so now you have to be very concrete about, okay, you got the college, you got the admission, okay, might be some parents have willing that you go for the engineering, now you accepted. Finally you are accepted and you are pursuing your graduation over here. Okay, now stream is the civil engineering, might be core engineering or mechanical engineering. I am talking about all the streams. Okay, now you have to be very micro at that level. You would like to be decide that you would like to go for transportation projects, for linear projects, for highways, for buildings, for thermal power plants, for PEVs. You have to be very much clear. What fascinates you? What type of project, what type of structure fascinates you? I am not aware that when you are just bypass through your highways, you ever look down about the structures, what are the section length, what is the cross section, what are the drawings, and it is the segmental bridge, it is the box builder, what are the various structure, what cost involved in this, who made this. If these questions not bother you, then definitely you are not ready to be an engineer, be civil engineer. It just fascinates you. Okay. Secondly, if I would like to brief you a career graph, if you will go like this, only in the 3-4 years of industry specialization, might be some will go for the G.I.E.T program, might be someone will go for the NTech program and the various programs organized by the NICMA, various specialization. Definitely it will add on. It will add on to your graduation skills. Definitely it will add on and it will help out throughout your career. And some of you will be go pursuing for the research program. But yes, you have to be very serious. You have to take interest in this now. You have to enjoy the day. There are various candidates in the you can say in India who inspires or aspires to be an engineer. You are an engineer now. Okay. So be confident. There would not be like the salary gap in terms of the industry. Okay. You will be on the same track record, but might be, yes, might be it will take time, but you have to prove yourself. It will take 3 or 4 years. If you will go like this, you will be in charge in just 4 or 5 years. You will be manager, and soon after, in the 10 or 15 years, after 15 years of serving career, I found out in 10 years also that you will be having a project, any specialized project. So basically, Secondly, I would like to interact with the girls who taken civil engineering as a profession. You already won the battle. You already won the battle by taking civil engineering as your profession. Okay, so might be you will not be clear then what will you do after the graduation. There is an enormous opportunities. I know many girls, many women power at my head office. They are drawing just in the lakhs. They are drawing in the 30 36 lakhs, 40, 50 lakhs. Okay, so they are drawing enormous packages in just 10 years. They prove themselves. They don't victimize themselves. क्या कर सकते हैं? यही मिला था, यही कॉलेज मिला था, पेरेंट्स ने बोला था, someone suggested from the outside, someone suggested from the friend and peers. Okay, now you have to accept and move on. There's every opportunity organized by the institution. They have organized such a nice event that basically go for each and every session and try to find out that what they would like to inculcate or what would like to brief you about. Google it, go on the YouTube. If you would, it might be happen that some of the topics will not be understandable at this level for you. Go back to the home, search on the YouTube, then again use the videos available at the faculty or the resource members. But don't miss the opportunity. Don't take this as a routine session of your class or your teaching. It is just quality add-on to you. You will remember these days when you will be in industry. Yes, industry situation will be harsh. You will face the various difficulties to find a good placement, good profile. So you would not be focused on the profile first. You have to do execution. You have to do with the various functions. You just go through every function. If you will get the opportunity, if not, then request to the project manager definitely. And don't be bound yourself demographically or geographically. कि मैं यहाँ जा सकता हूँ, मैं यहाँ नहीं जा सकता हूँ. I will not survive this. I will this. Because we would like to be more flexible candidates, more flexible to the geographics, more flexible to the demographics. We would like to hire the candidates who are willing to be head of projects in terms of 4 or 5 or 10 years. Okay, so free yourself. Secondly, might be you will get the chance to learn from the various project managers, your team leaders at the site, but yes, you cannot ignore various formats and supervisors at the site. They have different acumen, different type of their calculations, so you have to learn from them also. You cannot ignore them that it is just a supervisor format, how can he learn, he teach me, I am just fresh graduate, I am B.Tech engineer. Okay, they have the thumb rules. They have very good thumb rules. You have to. And yes, if you are a good student, you will learn. You are very well aware that how you can learn or you can take the knowledge from anyone. You have to surrender. You have to surrender unconditionally. You have to take the blessing. And moreover, just focus what you are doing. Don't go into the basically future. What will happen? What you will do? Just enjoy your present. Just go through your curriculum, go through the various labs, go through the various projects. Just be in time. Everything will be fine. Complaints will come. Either complaints will come, then not an issue. Just create your profile on the LinkedIn, make a professional network, just join. It is the high time, join the various professional platforms. Okay, just be in touch. And I will request to the college management also that involves the candidates in terms of the SPOC, like the student placement or committee, student placement committees. Okay, make them interact with the industry directly. Okay, they will get the knowledge, they will get the connections in the industry as much as possible. Okay, so basically just be in the time. Sometimes it happens that you will not see the situation after the horizon. You have to be climb over this. So just keep walking, keep rising, everything will be fine. Don't be in the confusion phase or don't accept the phase of confusion. Just be curious. Okay? Curiosity. Because everyone knows that curiosity is the mother of innovation. Ask the questions. don't be shy, don't be hesitate to ask the question from the various faculties, from the management. Don't be reluctant to that there's someone, what they will think, what my peer will think, what my friends will think if we ask the stupid question. Might be time this will be a stupid question, but you cannot keep that question to particular your engagement with the industry. Then definitely they will say. Your faculty will not say, your friends will not say. They might be laugh, but this is not question. You have to inculcate yourself with every solutions, every activity you are having, make it clear right now. Don't go with the confused face, don't go with the confused mindset, because there are various options available in the market. You have various options for the further study, you have various options for the research, various options in the industry. Don't, and as said by the software, yes, there are various software agencies, and might be they will take you as a back-end work. But yes, how will you be satisfied yourself that you are a graduate engineer? How can you be sustained in the back-end job? This job can be performed by the any non-technical person. You are a technical mind. Don't basically, please don't basically don't compromise with your skill set. Just keep adding on. And at the last, I would like to thank police management and the institution and the service team that providing me such providing you the such good chance to interact with the industry and various techniques and various procedures all over the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for presenting your insights towards this event. So now, moving forward, to listen to our another great personality that we have, the guest of honor, Mr. S. Welfare, AVP Project, MS Kalpataru Project, International Limited, to address the gathering. So please.
Dr. Ross, thank you for the opportunity. I'm also happy to be opposite. I think we will take time as you know, my name is I have to predict the customer project. Our company is an $8 billion company. We are executing 300 projects. And what we are having present in 70 countries. I am state of Odisha. I am executing 9,000 crores of jobs in water and irrigation. There are plenty of opportunities but civil, mechanical, electrical as well as instrumentation. I just come to that in good way. It is about my company. Our company is a core construction company. We are to the road, we are to the building, we are to the building of airport, and we are pioneering water supply and transmission and to the water and irrigation sector as well as oil sector. In my Odisha, there are approximately 500 engineers working under me, as well as 150 temporary staff are there, 5 and 150 temporary staff. Like we, like our company, there are companies also there, like so that put together if you are going to see this sector itself, minimum 4,000 engineering graduates, diploma, engineers are there. So the opportunities are there. Only thing what you have to do is you have to enter into the corporate and you have to sustain the corporate. For that, you require some of the skills. Those things also we have to simultaneously done. First thing is physical self-motivation and teamwork. Both of the things I want to give example of Mr. Abdul Kalam, where we are starting here, where we are gathered here, naming the Abdul Kalam. Everybody said, even poor family, nothing has stopped. slower, it's so many things. Nothing has stopped. Everything, whatever you learn, that's it. So that is the self-motivation is right. It is self-driven from the so that you can trust. Regarding the self-motivation that I have shown you, the key one. When the first rocket has been done, it may, after the first step, it fell in the prayer. And when we are all meetings are there, at that time, Kalam has to address it. But chairman addressed it. That is Dhawan addressed it. So within 1.5 years, again Kalam has successfully launched the planet. So that is the key word we look at. Kalam also did the same thing. When that work is happening, one of his engineers requested that he wants to go here. On the day he was busy, he was recalled in the work. That is very, very important when you are going to work. So at that time, Kalam went to his engineer's house. He took his children for an exhibition in that town, and he ensured that the family is there. That is the key word we look at. The third one is adaptability is a must. Adaptability in the sense, I will give you an example of Kodak. There was a camera was there at that time. Kodak is very, very famous. But course of time, they have not managed themselves to meet the requirements. Automatically they have started. Same way Nokia. Phone mobile when started, eventually all 100% are the Nokia. They are not moved to the required need of the system. They fail. Next one is acceptability. Adoption acceptability. Acceptability is key. That also you have to improve. For example, Bajaj was there. When Bajaj Chatak was there, when Hero Honda came, they started the bike revolution. Other than Chatak, literally failed. Bajaj is so many things, but it didn't come up. But they introduced a little bit different from Hero Honda, that is Pulsar. Then Bajaj became a super hit. So this is the way. These are things I request you, I wish you to improve from your end during your college. And second, we are discussing about software and the other type of job. If you are going to see all over the world, software, the most profit-making companies are G.I.E.T. You know, Starbucks, that is the most profitable company. They are selling only coffee. Coffee and science, apart from nothing. There is no engineering. Only they know of the process and system. Like a so many examples are there. So don't see that only software engineer only can earn money. Not like that. So be open, wherever the things you are, try to put all your efforts so that you can come out with the income. So dedication, hard work, and taking responsibility, no one can come. So my wish is I try to complete with whatever Abdul Kalam told. If you want to shine like a sun, then you have to burn like a sun. Excellence happens not by accident, but the result of constant and continuous improvement. All the best.
Thank you so much, sir. So now, I would like to request our Vice Chairman, sir, Engineer Ramsaran Saban, G.I.E.T. Ghangapatna, Bhubaneswar, to address the class. Please, sir.
Good afternoon. Thank you. I would like to address all the dignitaries in the tribe. Basa, who spent some time with us today in the conference, despite his busy schedule. We are very thankful to him. Mr. Yashpal Singh, HR Legal India Limited. Mr. S. Wilfred from Ghangapatna. my senior, my friend, my brother, Dr. Prasad Kumar Bhuyan. I am very thankful to you for your first visit to our college after 13 years. Uh, we have spent a lot of memorable time during our studies. Professor Dr. Sarvesh Mishra, Professor N.D. Nitwar University. Thank you for your continued patronage to this institution to see that this institution reaches bigger heights. My friend, my brother from another mother, Professor Dr. Sadiq Al-Badawi, from Mansoura University. He is probably the most humblest person I have ever seen in my life. I don't see any change in him during our time at Arizona State University. We work together in the highway lab, and I can say probably he is the best humblest person I have ever seen in my life. Thank you for my second invitation to our college, and I hope that our friendship continues for eternal time. Thank you. Professor Dr. Sanjay Mahanti, Associate Professor, Samuel School of Engineering, University of California, Los Angeles. I'm also very thankful to him for his valuable time. As he mentioned, it was already 11:45 p.m. at Los Angeles, California. He stayed with us for as long as he could, and I am very thankful to him. Professor Dr. Surajit Pradhan, our principal. Professor Dr. Chandan Kumar Sahu, Dean R&D, and Professor Nidhi Nayak, HOD CSC, convener of this international conference. Just yesterday, I was inspecting our project that is going on in Ghangapatna. We are casting a slab today, and all the reinforcement work was done. And me and another friend of mine who was doing his architecture at the time of my study, he is the architect of that project, and we were discussing. And I was looking at the reinforcement schedule of that of the beam and the slab, and looked at it, and I was like, it's amazing, the quantity of reinforcement that is being used nowadays with the advent of new technologies. We have new technologies, and we are still using lot more reinforcement. They are saying, like, we need to make this building last for 100 plus years, and we have all this beam technology, dynamic design, and with all that, we have to use a lot more reinforcement. We had, a beam of 12 inches, we had 3 32 mm rods on the top, like 12 32 mm rods. Okay, that is what is coming up. So, what struck me is like, so this is going to be the trend, and this is the fast pace that we are going right now. What is going to be the future? You have a population of 1.4 billion people, and we are going to build houses for all, and all this new infrastructure that needs to come up. With this pace, where are we going to go to? Where are these raw materials they are going to come for building our buildings, bridges, roads, and all the other facilities that we need. And that's when this international conference takes a lot of importance because sustainability is the new buzzword in the industry. Sustainability is very important that we need to focus on reusing materials. My friend and myself, we worked on this asphalt mix where in the US in the lab we were using these used tires. They will be shredded into small pieces and it will be blended into asphaltic mix and it used to make the asphalt a lot better, and I'm pretty sure that in tomorrow's talk, Professor Dr. El Badawi is going to talk about it, in the work that he had already done during that time and the work that he is doing right now in ICESTCE. And as again he said, like he has been working with some scientists or some engineers from India as well. He'll probably give some insight on that. And we have some excellent people. I'm not very confident right now when I see all these people from directly from industry and academia who are working on the field right now. They have given you some insight, and speakers that are going to be presenting today and tomorrow, they will give you more insight on what is today's demand, and in the future what we need to do in terms of sustainability in civil engineering and as well as environmental engineering. I would like to congratulate the Department of Civil Engineering. I would like to congratulate all the members of G.I.E.T family for organizing the fourth international conference of the year. As the principal sir has mentioned, three other departments have already completed their international conference. As management, we are going to stay committed to this cause because innovation and invention is going to be essential for a longer sustainable world. That will be very important, and that should come from academia. That's where the brightest minds are, and that should come from academia. And I hope all of you should take inspiration from these conferences. I hope it will add some value to you in your mind that you will work towards a more sustainable future for the world. I am very thankful to principal, HOD, all the faculty members of civil engineering, all the supporting staff, team R&D has been working a lot with all the departments for making this possible. Everybody associated with this program, I am very thankful. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your thoughts. So now is the time to felicitate our dignitaries. So for that, to do this honor, I would like to our Vice Chairman sir and Principal sir to felicitate first of all the guest of honor, Mr. S. Welfare. So for that, I would like to request our student I would like to request to felicitate Mr. F. I would like to now to felicitate our General Chair, Mr. Sarveshwar. Now I would like to request to felicitate the program chair, Professor Prasad sir. Thank you so much, Principal sir. Thank you so much, sir. So now is the time for the vote of thanks. For doing this honor, I would like to request Professor Asima ma'am, please ma'am. A very good afternoon to all the respected Honorable Vice Chairman sir, respected Principal sir, all the board organizing committee, faculty members, support staff, and my dear students. On the behalf of G.I.E.T committee and Department of Civil Engineering, I, Professor Asima Mahani, take the privilege and honor to propose a vote of thanks for this international conference on ICESTCE2-2024. First, I take this opportunity to thank our Honorable Vice Chairman, Engineer Ramnarayan Sabalkar, his constant support and guidance he sought to organize a thoughtful event. I extend my sincere thanks to respected Principal sir, Dr. Subhajit Pradhan. Thank you sir for your endless effort and inspiration. I would like to thank our chief guest, Mr. Ashok Kumar Bhatta, Executive Vice President, WSEO India. Thank you sir for your valuable time from your busy schedule. I extend my thanks to special guest Mr. Yashwant Singh, Head HR Silver India Limited. Thank you sir for inspiring us. My sincere thanks and appreciation to our guest of honor, Mr. S. Welfare. Thank you sir for valuable time. I would like to extend my deepest thanks to General Chair Dr. Sarvis Mitra, Professor and Dean, Nigma University of Construction, for his continuous effort and guiding us to make this conference a grand success. Thank you, sir. My sincere thanks to Program Chair Professor Prasad Kumar Bhuyan, Associate Professor NIT Rourkela, for the knowledge sharing. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank international keynote speaker Professor Sanjay Mohanty, Associate Professor, University of California. Thank you for your excellent presentation. My sincere thanks, international keynote speaker, Professor Sarif M.T.I. Darde, Professor of Highways Engineering, Egypt. Thank you, sir, for joining us. My special thanks to Dean R&D, Professor Dr. Chandan Kumar Rao, G.I.E.T Bhubaneswar. I would like to give a special thanks to advisory committee, organizing committee, all staff members, support staff, and media persons and sponsors to make this event successful. Last but not least, my deepest thanks to all the participants of G.I.E.T and from outside colleges for their interest and involvement. So again, a big thank you to one and all. Thank you.